I forgot to push start again. This one's a little weird, but it's okay because we learned some stuff that's new. Hi guys, Captain Goots here for, I think, what is it, the 5th, 6th video, what have you? Okay, today we're going to be building the mutation for Marsupial, and spoiler alert, I already built it in the CK because there are a lot of extra skills and stuff I want to go through, so I don't want to hog it down with me just sort of filling in the fields, okay? So Marsupial, what's cool about that, is it grants 20 carry weight and improved jump height at the cost of 4 intelligence, okay? Now, some of this we already know how to do, some we don't, and we're going to be looking at scripts for clues on how things are done, okay? And so this is the major thing. I want to kind of dip our toes into scripts because in future episodes here, we're actually going to have to be writing or looking at scripts directly, okay? So, welcome to my completely blank screen. All right. So to go over it, there are a few parts of Marsupial we should already know how to handle, namely the carry weight and the penalty to intelligence, right? Those things can be handled on a magic effect. Where is it? Marsupial, right there. Okay, which automatically have a sort of fortified carry weight here of 20 and a reduced intelligence of 4. And you might be like, hey, Coots, there's a fortified jump height with the jump multiplier right there. I made it. So let's look at how I figured out how to make that, okay? So I wanted to figure out what in the game affects jumps. There's not any like perks or anything like that I know of. So I just clicked all and then typed in the word jump into the filter here. And out popped out a whole bunch of crap, okay? Normally the very first thing I do is I tap on form type to sort it by various things. And as you get used to it, you'll be seeing particular like prefixes here, and you'll know like, okay, I don't care about that. Oh, cool, I care about that. These things are relevant, these things are not, okay? The very first thing that I actually noticed, because normally when I hit form type, it immediately sorts it like this, is I went, whoa, DLC 03 VR jump spell. Yes, please. Okay. One major problem with that, it has 0 users. So I'm like, okay, great. I can't even see how it's implemented. But let's look at what's inside there, okay? So I double clicked on it. And VR jump effect, action points, 100. Crap. Dead end. Okay. So then I started scrolling. You find that magic effect. Ignore the one I built. Okay. Yeah, the pedagogy for this video is a little weird. Bear with me, okay? Anyway, if you open that, you get all kinds of garbage here. Jetpack, constant effect, associated with item, action points. Who the hell knows what's going on? I don't know what's going on. Scrolling. Jumping bonus sounded great to me. It's like exactly what I want. I want a bonus to my jump. But again, it has 0 users. And another thing is, look at how small that form ID is. I think this is a carryover from a previous game, Skyrim. And so my guess is it's not used in this. But jump height mult has a much higher form ID and has 7 users. So let's take a look. I go to use info. I get these defob. Don't ever mess with defobs, okay? And these quests, and of course the thing that I built that we're ignoring right now. QUST is quest, and I see that they're all from the DLC 03, the Far Harbor DLC. How you want to read this is DLC 3, Far Harbor, main quest 4, stage 1. Cool. And it apparently has 5 different parts to it or whatever. So let's go ahead and click on this one and open it up. Okay, we're going to get a quest record. Now, because we're in a technically like vanilla record here, and we don't want to impart any edits, when we close this, we always hit the X or we hit cancel, which is blocked by my fat ass right there. So when we're going to close this, you definitely want to either exit out or hit cancel. Don't hit OK, just in case you change anything. All right. So to take a look at this, I want to see like, how is it used? Okay. There's no quest name here. That's not helpful. It is a main quest. Great. Let's click on quest stages, and this basically tells you a little bit of like the narrative of what's going on. And if I start looking through these, I see player told to use code blocks, decoder beam, Dima. This is the virtual reality stuff. Okay, cool. Now we've got a fail to load fragment. Ignore that stuff, okay? And you can click all through there and it's like fail to load, crap. What is this properties here? Can I view them? Yes, I can. And this all has to do with the Dima holotape and how we move through these memories in this virtual reality thing. So that's not helpful. Cancel. Okay. You usually want to ignore all these buttons up here except for scripts. The very first screen we got taken to. Okay. I will tell you guys how to read these names of scripts later. We're going to be working with scripts in future videos here. For now, we're just going to click on properties. Okay. When properties comes up, I want to look for anywhere that says jump. And two things jump out at me. We get an FVR jump height mult value. Value jump height mult gets set to in this simulation, and then jump height mult is used to set jump height in VR. So let's look at what they both are, okay? So jump height mult points to an actor value, and that actor value's name is jump height mult. Great, they're the exact same name. That doesn't always have to be true. Okay, so it's being used. Now the little F in front of this usually means, hey, I want it to be a floating point number, a number with decimal values, okay? And we see that it's defaulted to 2.5. Okay, cool. I want to see kind of how that's used. And so normally what I would do is I'd right click on here and go to edit source or open an external editor. And you can see those are both grayed out. This might upset you. You're like, okay, I have an idea, but it's kind of halting. I'm not really sure where to go. And so this is where I'm taking up some time to show you a little something extra. Go to your Fallout 4 data directory and scroll down to where it says scripts. Double click on that. Source, double click on that. And then go to the next directory that is on the script name before the colon. So what we saw right there, oh crap, it's gone now. DLC 03 colon. I'm going to open this up. And then I've got, hey, these are all the Bar Harbor scripts zipped up nicely for me. Okay. Now, what I can do is I can unzip all these if I want right in this directory, but I know it's main quest 04 script. So I'm just going to open up that one. Okay. And now I've set up Notepad++ in a way. Let me see here. Boop. Boop. Okay, great. You can find, oh, Jesus Christ, a whole bunch of guides on how to set this up and get the coloring and all this fun stuff. Okay. But you look at code, it's a whole lot of like, woo, it's intimidating. But let's just take a gander just real quick and we find jump height mult. All right, and I'd like to see where it is used. So now that I've highlighted it here in Notepad++, what's nice is as I scroll, it'll be highlighted. Player.setValue of this to 2.5. And so that's when stuff is starting to happen. And then when everything is said and done, it resets it back to 1. Awesome. So all I know from this script is A, 2.5 is a useful number, and B, it's doing some sort of set value to this, and that's how we're adjusting jump height. So I'm going to keep that in mind when building my magic effect. All right, so let's take this open and want to break apart all the different pieces of what's going on here, okay? Come on, you can open up. I double clicked on you, and you just don't be like that. Okay. Now, because of the resolution, the bottom of these windows are cut off, but there's just like little extensions, this box, OK and cancel button. All right, so whoops, this way. So let's look at the important stuff about it, okay? All of these have to have a name. So I have fortified jump height written up there, okay? Now, effect archetype. This is something that you can get playing around with, and you find all sorts of stuff, but this is where a lot of things are hard-coded in on what these effects can do and cannot do. Okay, so I've chose value modifier. So it's going to take an actor value of some kind, and whatever magnitude I feed into it, that's going to be a modification on the existing actor value. Okay, it's a constant effect as opposed to concentration and fire forget, because I just want, when this magic effect's here, this is just happening. And the delivery is onto myself, not contact or aimed or anything like that. My nose is itchy all high hell. Now, when you select value modifier, what'll pop up here is this one will ungray out. Notice how that one's still grayed out. Then you click here, and what I did was I chose jump height mult because that's the thing I want to affect. Okay, now we don't touch any of these casting and sounds or stuff like that. You can if you want, okay? But the flags is the next most important area. If you look at other Fortify magic effects, specifically there's one I looked at called Fortify Speed Mult or Player Speed Mult or something to that effect. I want Recover, no duration, and no area to be checked. This will guarantee that this magic effect behaves in the way that I expect it to. Okay? Once all that's set, there's nothing else to do here. I'm going to click OK off screen because of resolution. And now I've got a magic effect. Now we look at my spell, and if we remember correctly, inside of the VR tutorial, into the VR script, it set things to 2.5. And I've put here a magnitude of 3. Why? I want it to be a fairly pronounced jump. And also, it's the number I found where I can jump on top of the buildings in Sanctuary. Okay. Click OK. You make sure that's added to your perk, and you are effectively done. I want to show you the effects now. So let's go ahead and boot up Fallout 4 and scratch my nose. Oh. Sorry. I'm back. Why does my audio always stutter there? I do not know. Load. Load. Mutations test. Confirm. I know there's mods. Don't tell me there's mods. Don't tell me there's mods. Don't do it. Yes, I know. VDSG catalog number 9684. Running is noisier than walking and makes you easier to detect. To effectively sneak, stay low and slow. Yeah, that makes sense. VDSG catalog number 9696. While capable of dealing a devastating amount of energy damage in a short period of time, the Gatling laser needs a moment to spin up before it can be fired. What does VDSG stand for? I feel like I should know that. VDSG catalog number 54. A suppressor will reduce both the sound and the recoil of a gun, as well as the range and damage, but not in this game. Doggo! Okay, to appropriately do a jump test, I'm going to put it in third person so we can do some height comparisons. Okay, I'm going to walk up to this wall right here. I do not have the perk on me right now, okay? Scroll out, scroll out, scroll out. And let's look at a jump. I'm holding spacebar throughout the entire jump. So you see my head? That was weird. Pretty much reaches that lip right there, but doesn't quite get over it. That was a Sim Settlements thing. That was strange. Okay. Now I'm going to go help. Marsup. For perk. Layer dot. Whoops. Add perk. 0B011957. Added perk Marsupial Mutation to Mutant Tester with rank 1. Awesome. Woo! I also like this height because you can't quite get on Red Rocket's roof on its own. But I think if I go to the vending machines over here... Whoops. It takes some getting used to controlling yourself. Nope. Ran into the edge. Nope. I make no claim for what parts of your game this will or will not break. Okay, you can get on there. I'm not doing it. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Game of the Year edition. Well, this is a perfect place as any for me to quit talking to you. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. I'm so stuck. This'll happen.